TJ Woodward is the creator of Conscious Recovery Method. It's a groundbreaking and effective. To tell us more about it, TJ, good morning to you. Where are you calling from?
Good morning. I'm here in Los Angeles. It's a beautiful sunny day, and I'm so grateful to be in this conversation with you.
Yes, we are so grateful that you're with us on Studio 10 this morning. Let's jump into it. What is the Conscious Recovery Method?
Conscious Recovery Method is a system of care that I've created based on my own recovery experience and nearly 15 years of working in the addiction field. And it's focused on how we look at the person with the addiction, not through the lens of what's wrong or broken about them, but looking at what is whole and perfect within them underneath all the addictive behavior. And it's also designed to help people actually get down to the root causes and heal those underlying root causes so that they don't continue to look for drugs and alcohol for relief from this pain that they're experiencing.
Right. And you mentioned forgiveness a lot as well. What is your definition of true forgiveness?
Well, I'll start with what we generally think of when we think of forgiveness. We generally think that I've either done something that's horribly wrong or bad, and I need to ask someone to forgive me, or someone has done something to me that is horribly wrong or bad, and they need to apologize to me. And although I understand that, and that certainly is one definition of forgiveness, I like to look at it as in a little bit different way, and that is forgiveness is really a shift in consciousness. It's moving beyond the idea of good and bad and right and wrong and looking at what story is still alive within me based on the event or the events, and realizing that the only past that actually exists is the past I'm carrying around in my mind. And so a lot of times we think to forgive someone is to condone the behavior or to pretend like it didn't happen. But really what I'm saying is it possible to make peace with your past regardless of what you've done or regardless of what has happened to you?
I see. So if someone is wanting to do this, is there a moment or a conversation, some kind of flag to know, hey, I have received peace from this?
Well, I think to start, it would be realizing if you are aware of the story you're carrying around, what pain is still associated with it. I've worked with people who haven't been able to forgive someone who's not even alive, and they're giving their power away to the person. So the way we would recognize that we've made peace is we remember the story, but we don't go right back into the pain of it. And it's kind of paradoxical because one way we actually heal the pain is to feel it instead of going into the story of good and bad and right and wrong. And sometimes when people hear me say this, they're like, well, what do you mean by that? What happened was wrong? And we're not denying that. What we're saying is, are you ready to no longer give that situation power? Are you ready to take your power back and say, regardless of what's happened, there is some place within me that is unharmed and unharmable. And as I connect to that, I realize that I can make peace with that.
I've always been told that peace is a gift for yourself rather than for the other person. And so, awesome stuff. I think a lot of people can relate to this. And if someone's listening this morning, TJ, and they're wanting some help or wanting to learn more information about what you teach and how you do this, how can they do that?
tjwoodward.com is the best place to reach me. I have 3 books. I have interactive workshops that I do, and also courses that really help people move beyond the story that they've been carrying around and reconnect with the essential self, the truth of who and what they are. So tjwoodward.com.
All right, TJ, thank you so much for joining us this morning on Studio 10. We'll have more information online. TJ, I hope you have a great day ahead.
Thank you so much. You too.